All right, what's up, guys? My name is Dylan Delancey. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a new challenge I'm taking on in the stock trading game. But first, I'd like to formally introduce myself, as this is my first YouTube video on this channel. I'm a physical therapist. I work in the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday realm in an outpatient clinic. So I don't have a lot of time to be day trading, looking at charts, keeping up with news, things like that. So I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are in my shoes, who are in the 9 to 5, nurses, physical therapists, any medical professional, engineers, construction workers, etc., who aren't able to day trade and just keep up with the news and things like that. And trading's hard for them. You can get caught in positions where, things are getting really bumpy on you. You get in a position at 12 and some news comes out and, it crashes 3 to 4 points on you, and you had 100 shares and you're down $300-400 now. So that's community as of right now, where my account is and where I am with, my stock trading journey. That's community I really look to, talk to and to potentially help and to, share ideas with and things like that. So a little bit more about myself. I started trading about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, whenever the market crashed. So market crashed in March 2020. I started trading sometime in May 2020. It was my buddy in physical therapy school. He was trading on and off, just kind of following his friends, trying to gamble money, get it. And he had talked to me multiple times about it. I wasn't that interested, but one day, the spark came in, and I learned that it's a game where, nobody's paying you a salary, nobody's paying you an hourly wage. It's just you and the chart and the market, and that's it. And that was just really intriguing to me, to where, it's really cool to me that you decide when you get in and out the market, you decide how much money you put in, you decide what stock it is, and so on and so on. Nobody's making those decisions for you. Yes, you don't control what the market does, but you do control everything else that goes with it. When you get out, what stock, how much money, position size, yada, 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 right? So that's just a really cool part about the game to me. I have to say there are a few reasons why I'm even starting this YouTube channel in the first place, with one reason being, just the opportunity to share your experience and be able to experience that, with a community, with others, hopefully a community. Hopefully you can build your YouTube account and be able to grow it to a point where you have followers, you have people, you're leading people are looking after you. And that's just sounds like something cool to me, to have the opportunity to potentially be able to do that. Also, and I would say the main reason why is the accountability factor, to be able to hold myself accountable, transparently putting your account out there with the money you have in your trading account. That's tough to do. A lot of people don't want people to see the money they have in their trading account. Not that it's a full financial picture for me, but it's still, people know, they kind of know what you got going on. And with people knowing what you got going on, and especially when people are trying to learn from you, or they want to see you hold up to this challenge, you want yourself to do well. I don't want to show you guys, my account at $16,500 right now, and in 2 months it's at $12,000, right? Because I promise you, I'm going to keep posting videos regardless of how it's doing, for the experience of myself, to be able to learn from myself, and for people to be able to learn from me through the ups and downs. So it's, I really look forward to the challenge. I really look forward to this new adventure. YouTube itself is going to be a challenge, and it's just another source for me to, create another hobby, create another thing that, pushes me. And, I'm always looking for things in life like that, for growth and the potential for something to grow. So I really look forward to the adventure, and that's all I have to say about it. So let's get into it. So first, taking a look at my actual account itself, As right now, you can see it's $16,579. So the challenge is that I'm putting on myself is to try to have this account at $25,000 by the end of January, or say February 1st. So what I'm going to have to do is make around $8,500 in a little less than 6 months, which, for some people it may seem like that's a ton. For some people that may seem like that's not that much. But to put it into perspective, if I actually did that in the next 6 months, that would be well over a 50% return, in half of a year, and around 130% return in a full year if I kept on pace with that. If you do that year after year, you're going to grow a really big account. But I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be challenging. That's why it's called a challenge, right? I'm trying to put a little bit of pressure on myself to kind of see what I can actually do. If I said, I just want to try to get this account to 20K in 6 months, that's still a phenomenal return, percentage wise. But I feel like I can definitely do that. And I feel like, why not try to push myself a little bit harder? Because if I push myself a little bit harder, who knows where I'm actually going to go with it. So I feel like 25K is a really good challenge point, and that's, that gets you off that gets you off the PDT rule. So, why not go for it? So the main strategy I'm going to be using is running the wheel strategy. If you're not aware, it's selling puts and selling calls. As you can see over here, I'm selling a put at $34 on TQQQ, and that's probably the stock that I'm going to be using to, try and get my account to $25,000. I'll be running in some SQQQ. Those are inverses. Whenever triple Q does well, TQQQ goes up. When triple Q does poor, SQQQ goes up. So right now, selling one put at $34 on TQQQ. So let's get into the chart. I use Webull to chart. So this is TQQQ here. As you can see, we have an ascending wedge going on, kind of at some resistance right where it's at right now. Looked like it was just going to kind of blow clear of, this $35 resistance, but it's looking like it's, it hit the resistance and now it's kind of letting it play as a support for it. So it's going to be interesting how this plays out, especially, with the recession news coming out and CPI numbers coming up this week. It's going to be really a big week to see where TQQQ is going. Regardless of that, I feel like the market's well low enough to a point that, like, I don't really care where I buy it right now. If I buy it at 34 and it goes down to 29, I'm just running covered calls on TQQQ. And then I'm probably going to pick up a couple hundred, if not 300 shares, whenever I think it's low enough, probably around the $30 range, and then start running some covered calls on those. So that's going to be the strategy. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. That's mainly what I'm going to be using. So right now, in all honesty, I think we're going to see TQQQ pull back a little bit. The market's been going crazy. The market's been going ham. It's just been literally a steady uptrend for the past almost month without hardly any pullbacks. I think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback. I think it's going to be less than what people are really anticipating, because I think the market's going to hit a nice uptrend, or it's starting to be in a nice uptrend, and I think TQQQ is just going to follow. Triple Q is going to follow. It's going to continue to uptrend, and TQQQ just follows that. So I think all is going to be okay. As you can see here, SPY also sitting on a good resistance line here. Starts right over here as support. Broke support, so now it's created a new resistance right there. So it's going to be usually whatever SPY does, everything else follows suit. And you can see it's pretty consistent. You got resistance, triple Q, setting that resistance. So everything seems to be at a resistance point right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of peel back on T triple Q. But regardless, I'm going to be selling puts. I'm going to be running covered calls, and I think it'll be fine. So we'll kind of see where it goes from there. So if you'd like to be a part of this journey, or if you'd like to watch this journey and learn, I'll be posting, at least my results one time a week and going over, the future week and what I think is going to go on. So if you guys don't mind, if you could, for those of you who are interested, subscribe. If you'd like to give me a like, if you'd like to drop a comment to give me some advice, or share your trading strategies, your trading tips, things like that, especially for you guys running the wheel, especially for you guys trading S triple Q and T triple Q or triple Q itself. That'd be awesome. So I look forward to the adventure, guys, and talk to y'all later.